It's the last month of the year, and it wouldn't be 2021 if it didn't go out with a bang. This month is characterized by a Venus and Pluto conjunction in Capricorn. This transit is happening in your second house of finances and worldly possessions. Whenever Venus and Pluto get together, love and obsession become quite hard to distinguish. Especially as the holiday season approaches, an inclination towards shiny things and overall consumerism is hard to avoid. This transit may get you to feel extra glamorous. The finer things in life would be somewhat of a focus, but be mindful of overindulging. It will be hard to remember this, but not everything you want, you need. The temptation to treat yourself with sales being announced around every corner may be somewhat tricky to navigate, but as long as you keep your finances in mind, there shouldn't be a problem. Just don't spend any money that you don't have and all will be well. The solar eclipse of the month happens in your own sign, and therefore your first house. This is quite a lunation to have to happen in the last month of the year. Especially with Mercury's influence, who will be closely conjunct with the moon that day, introspection and analysis will be a given. As cheesy as it is, the good old slogan New Year, New Me will be especially significant for you during this lunar cycle. It's time to release all the worries, unattained goals and unrealistic aspirations to go into a new year feeling light. Faith will be a prominent topic during this self-exploration, albeit not on a higher power, but yourself. It's time to strengthen your relationship with yourself and practice trust. Mars been quite the astrological pop star this year as it influenced many big moments this year. This last month is no different as the red planet squares the giant Jupiter, who's been transiting your third house all year long and then progresses to be conjunct with the south node of the moon. The Jupiter and Mars square happening between your 12th and 3rd are here to push you to go the extra mile. As Mars transits the 12th house, we may face harnessing energy and motivation to achieve our dreams. Especially if you have lofty goals and high expectations, Mars in the 12th has difficulty taking the first step toward that finish line. Right before Mars leaves this house, though, the help of Jupiter propels him forward, forcing him to take that step and get rid of all hesitation. You can expect a sudden impetus to learn something new or make some adjustments to your immediate environment. You don't have to aim for the big moves. The gold is hidden in the places already close to you. You may find that even a small change like studying or working at a coffee shop instead of your home office will make a huge difference. Alternatively, since the holidays are just around the corner, celebrating it differently from the usual could liven things up. After Mars is done with Jupiter, he moves on to your first house and goes conjunct with the lunar south node, Ketu. Mars in the first house is usually not the most pleasant transit to experience. Sometimes the transit can be associated with anxieties and aches, but Ketu helps soften the effects of whatever planet that comes within his grasp. On the positive, you get to enjoy the last month of the year without much physical or mental stress. On the other hand, Mars is also the planet responsible for our vigor and stimulus, so having these effects also diminished by Ketu can cause laziness and lethargy. It would be wise not to force it too much and just enjoy a couple of lazy days in bed. This transit only lasts for a few days, and you've done quite a good job surviving 2021 thus far. Treat yourself a little. Now, it wouldn't be 2021 without a Saturn-Uranus square. This is the last square of the year, and with Mars busy with Ketu, the anger and eagerness to fight are out of the mix this time around. The Saturn-Uranus squares were responsible for many of the revolts and sudden changes in the year's direction both internally and externally. They've been happening between your 3rd and 6th house. This likely manifested some dramatic shifts in your routine and immediate environment. Truth be told, sticking to a schedule and planning for the future were probably the year's biggest challenges. This last square will make sense of all that difficulty by making the obstacles much clearer so you can avoid them in the coming year. This is the last challenge of the year, pay close attention, and you'll be able to use it to your advantage. The full moon this month happens in your 7th house of close relationships. This is the first time that a full moon does an eclipse in that house for you, and you will likely feel a weight being lifted in that area. The changes and obscurities that eclipses manifest are long gone, so you can begin to enjoy intimacy free from the ulterior motives, drama and secrets. Full moons are famous for being emotional, and this one will likely get the tears flowing as well, but this time around, they will be tears of joy. The darkness is finally gone, enjoy. The year ends on a hopeful note, with Jupiter finally ingressing into its own sign, Pisces. This long-awaited transit brings luck and prosperity to whatever area of life it shows up at, and the best news is that it lasts for almost a whole year. This will be happening in your 4th house, bringing new developments and expansion to your home and family life. Enjoy the new year coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumb up if you liked the video. Subscribe our YouTube channel not to miss the next video horoscope. Visit our website GoToHoroscope.com where you can find actual horoscope for today. Download our apps from Google Play and App Store to have your daily horoscope always on hand.